I wanted to comment on Pinetop Perkins because that broke during the show yesterday, and I've never seen so much coverage of a guy I've never heard of in my life.
You've never heard of Pinetop Perkins?
And everybody kept playing his music.
He's legendary. Come on.
You know what?
He's a legendary.
Here's why I've never heard of Pinetop Perkins.
Like say you haven't heard of Muddy Waters.
I don't wear a beret. That's why I've never heard of Pinetop Perkins.
Come on, it's like you're from Chicago. It's like Muddy Waters or Howlin' Wolf or Willie Dixon.
No, it's not.
Yes, he
is. Pinetop Perkins.
Pinetop Perkins is
he
one of
peaked
the last
in 1924.
So did all of them.
No,
the ingenious thing about it. He's still alive.
I never.
Was Pinetop Perkins in that movie, that Cadillac Records?
No.
He was. Also,
they might have been referred to.
He wasn't the jazz.
He never did any kind of rock.
I believe he scored the jazz singer though. So
he never did that cross. I mean, Muddy Waters tried to go electric with chess, so that's where that But he never.
What did Pinetop specialize in? Did he write songs about going through tough times?
Listen,
the Pine Tree Mountains. That's why they call them Pinetop.
I'll do one of the songs for you, and you'll know who Pinetop Perkins is. Well,
the thing about it is, though, it's because his death.
You've heard that song before.
Really?
Yeah, he's really doing it. The thing about it was, I think it got so much coverage because it was such a shocking death.
At 96, you don't see it coming.
We didn't see it coming.
You don't see that coming.
Yeah, you're right, exactly.
The
oldest guy to win a Grammy. Who was the previous record holder? Can you look that up?
He actually won an actual Grammy.
Jim Johnson stands by with WLS News, but first.
This guy was friends
with
an
actual Grammy.
This guy was
friends. That's a fine woman I just won there. She's a lovely Grammy.
He was friends with Abraham Lincoln's Grammy. That's how old he is. See what I did there? Because he's like his grandma.
Wow. Do we have any Pinetop music? Because the recordings I heard all sound like they were made like on those.
He just put out a new album.
Like an Edison cylinder.
Him and
Chris Brown were. So that's probably a publicity stunt too. He's probably not even dead. Pinetop isn't dead. He's with Tupac in that recording studio in the sky.
People will be replacing, like next year. Does that sound just like Pinetop Perkins?
Pinetop stuff.
Oh, man, he's alive.
The lost Pinetop tapes.
How come he keeps appearing in movies and things like that? I've never heard of him, and I've heard of all those guys. I've never heard of him.
Well, no, you haven't heard of all of them because you've never heard of him, and he's one of the major ones.
He's not a major.
He is.
He's not that.
He's a major. Google Pinetop Perkins, and it'll prove to you how famous he was.
I got news for you. I never heard of him.
I'm just telling you guys, then you're not nearly as hip as you think you are.
Right.
Apparently.
Because hip is knowing a guy who's 100 years old.